What's going on, guys? It's your favorite libertarian coming to you with another exciting Muslogy video. I am way too excited to have organization in my center council. What's happening to me? Wait a minute. I don't wear glasses. What's happened to my voice? Acting. But seriously, Ford decided to give you a big bucket as your center council and then said, that'll be $40,000. You're welcome. Today we're going to rectify that situation with the Muslogy organizer trays. Muslogy did send these trays to me for review, but don't worry, I'm a libertarian, so I'm going to say whatever I want anyways and tell you what I really think of them. Now, I opted to go with the red and black variant of these because secretly I often pretend to be a Raptor owner, and this red looks very Ford Performance to me. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if these added 10 extra horsepower. What are we doing here? Anyway, if red isn't your thing, you have the black on black option, or sandstone. Here's what comes in the box. Bubble wrap for your kids, all the rubber dirt trays in a bag, and your 2 plastic trays. The rubber mats each have a little tab for easy removal and cleaning. Nice. The trays fit like a glove in the center console, so Muslogy gets another A+ for fitment. Good job, guys. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I have to use the top tray with the bottom tray for this all to fit in here really well? Well, first of all, great question. And secondly, no, with a caveat. So this is the bottom tray here. This is the top tray. As you can see, it fits in here really nice and it's a really snug fit. Then you can put the whole thing in there like so. But if you want, there we go. But if you want, you can take the top tray off and you can put it in here. But what happens when you do that is it kind of wants to teeter-totter if there's too much weight in the front or in the back, since it's only holding on with one tab on either side. All right, let's talk about the pros and cons. The cons. There's not a lot of height between the top and the bottom tray, which limits the usefulness of that tray. I'd rather see it go all the way down to the bottom of the center console. While they do think about you using your 12-volt outlet, they didn't account for you using any accessories that need to be outside of that compartment as much. To the workbench! This will be pretty quick and painless. Just hold still. I'm just going to snip off some of this section of plastic with these pliers. Then I'll sand the ends down with a file, and instantly, with the magic of editing, it'll be done. I'm just going to put my little dust tray covers back in and I'm good to go. Behold! Okay, I think that's it for the cons. Pros. The trays work well together. They're a really tight fit. And the rubber mats look awesome and are functional for keeping your items from sliding around in sport mode. If you made it this far in the video, you should probably subscribe. I wouldn't want you to miss any exciting footage in the 2024 Ford Ranger XLT 2.7 liter series. Muslogy does carry another variant in the center console tray, which is this single tray option. It's only available in black right now, but I've bugged them to make the black and red mats for it, so we'll see what they say. Now let's get out the tape measure and measure the height difference, shall we? All right, so we're looking at about 2 inches for the single tray. We're looking at about 2.5 inches for the double tray, and about 1.5 inches for the top of the 2 trays. Now that we're done with our modifications, let's check out the configurations that are possible. So first I have just the single tray option. This is the black one, and it works really well. I can pull it out without having to unplug my 12-volt accessory, but it's a little thick and I want to be able to fit bigger things underneath the tray. So what I'm actually going to do is go with the top tray of the 2 tray option. Because for me, I don't really care as much about the teeter-tottering effect. I just want something that's going to be small, able to hold all of my essentials, and give me quick access to bigger items underneath, such as my IFAC. This is something that if you need it really quickly, so being able to pull this out without getting it tangled in anything is a nice thing to have. Speaking of what I have in here, so I have the IFAC, I have some paracord and a paracord bracelet. I also have a microfiber cloth and a battery charger. On the top tray, I have some chapstick, one of those rewards points scanners things for groceries, keys for the P.O. box and mailbox, a pen, business cards, and of course, a knife sharpener. I mean, How could you leave home without it? This one is a much better height for the stuff that I'm storing in my center console, but I'm not a huge fan of the lariat print that you see here. Now, if you are a lariat owner, this will look factory as it will match the pattern on your fancy leather seats. Now, if you don't want either of these and you'd rather have a safe in your center console, we have a video on that as well. It's somewhere up here or up here, and it's part of the Ford Ranger XLT 2.7 liter V6 series. We also have one more Muslogy product to show you, so stay tuned to the end of this video for that, and stay tuned to the series for many more exciting mods. Now, instead of having to pour all my stuff into this really expensive bucket, I can have all of my items nicely and neatly and easily organized. Terrific. All right, I promised you one more Muslogy product before we get on to the rest of the video, and that is going to be this center console cover from Muslogy. Now, before we go on to this, tell you all about it, show you how it installs, what it looks like, all that jazz, give you close-ups, I want you to know that if you want to pick up any of the Muslogy products, you can click on the description in the video, and there will be Amazon links for each one of these items that I've shown in the video. If you click on those links, it does help the channel, but it doesn't increase the price you pay. So there's that. Do with that information what you will. This is, of course, the cover. And as you can see, it does have the lariat style stitching. So if you do have a lariat and you do want to match that, there's that. On the inside, you can see it's padded and it has these elastic bands. So these elastic bands are very easy to use as far as installation goes. You simply open up the center console, you slide this over the back and make sure you clear the little hooks here, slide it down to your desired portion of the top, center it, and you are good to go. Now, as you can see, this looks a little bit more premium than what Ford gives you. And again, if you're a lariat owner, it'll match things, but it also gives you more padding and it helps protect your factory pleather or whatever is that other part of the center console's made of. And I think it looks kind of cool. I'll probably keep it there. It'll be good for just putting my elbow on, and yeah, that's the center console cover. So if you have any questions on that, let me know in the comment section, but pretty straightforward product. Well, that's going to do it for me for the Muslogy center console organizer trays, as I think they should have come from the factory with these cutouts, and of course the Muslogy center console cover. Check the pinned comment for links and discount codes. And most importantly, if you have any prayer requests, put those in the comment section below. I love praying for you guys. And as always, thanks for watching, stay free, and God bless.